definitions.
DJ Don,
the champion.
So just keep it right here with me. This is the DJ vibe on Bethel TV. My name is DJ Don, the only that got the boy with swag. Here you can follow the show on all our social media handles. Go get it on Bethel Multimedia on Facebook, Bethel Multimedia on Twitter, Bethel Multimedia on YouTube, Bethel Multimedia on TikTok. You can send me your WhatsApp message on the line, glancing through your screens. My name is DJ Don, the guy boy so right here. Hey, where are the concerned people? Jala, you for mind your business, so. But concerned is a serious job to do. Concern is actually not for the weak. You need to be intelligent to do that job. Hey, son, come my only uncle, I see you. Hey, I mean, some now what when you're saying. Hey. Yeah, you're welcome to Bethel Multimedia. me DJ Don't Do It, I got it for swag right here.
DJ Don.
Shout out to the fakers, make you never come around. Cause you run the streets and be about to my job. See you all, I wanna stop you, drop the sound.
After squad, you might be we doing. Apply for you much as to young woman. Damn it, if you to be from woman, to papa down was Yanni coming. Fear for when the pressure on the mail crown my crown for the young machine of cone. The beard and pipe bought near my dean to me buying will be a come wow. Young boy living in a mansion there, and near our friend, and near our friend. Say, Yami's shots on one way, Diamond County beer. Young girl driving a Benzo there, and near our friend, and near our friend. Say, Yami's shots on one girl, Diamond County beer.
Now you're ready, see Kankaino. See Kankaino. See Kankaino. Now you're ready, see Kankaino. See Kankaino.
Yeah, Miss Queen, I see you.
Hey, yo.
Welcome, Miss Queen.
He had Empire Ball. And yes, can draw crown on the Empire Ball. Work with the girl, no stop. Send some crowd, but the boy don't stop. You but won't say piano. I see Monsieur. Vampire boy. Strain your mean and now at the energy of the Sika Kankayo. I see Monsieur. Vampire boy. Strain your mean and now at the energy of the Sika Kankayo. You should feel I see your man. You be a so I see trafficking. You say that means trust more boy. Yeah, move it so yeah. Not that I appear.
Place. Baby, send me Momo. That Uber never pay. Baby, send me Momo. I want to fix my nails. Baby, send me Momo. Or else you must start. Hey, went to a windy. So windy. 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 Send me money. Send me money. Send me money.
Send me the money. Send me the money, send me the money, send me the money.
Hey, you are my everything, my baby boy, my bedroom toy, my sugar boy, love of my life, LOML. Say won't send ya.
This Valentine's, those fake messages song. Happy Valentine to all the loved ones out there.
Send me money, money, money. Send your account number and a mama number. Me a big baller. Girls them a sugar. Obey showama. Hey mataba. Go to Mutanka. Hey nana. Baby send me Momo. I want to come your place. Baby send me Momo. The Uber driver pay. Baby send me Momo. I want to fix my nails. Baby send me Momo. Or else you must start. Hey, went to a windy. So windy. Went to a windy. So windy.
Fucking guns on fire.
And I get money, and I get Yedim pabwa kanaba, katafu mumeje. Yebe paya, wasu wasu kwa ubeje. Yedim pabwa, katafu mumeje. Sister ko, badana, pabwa bo, Emirobiana. Let me try to swat. I'm so fly. Send me to again now. Adidas 291. Do my pedana. Pabwa kanaba, pabwa kanaba. Pabwa kanaba.
When you know what can help Pabwa from Kwana Medina. You're showing yet, Rabbit Toby and 40 cannon conquering them. With the Anamagia of Fampa, where I'm a Michigan, you know, one time I'm a bank manager, friend me, I'm trying to be good. But the low medical, Mr. Kuma to do, and I didn't say my dad, so then you will be sitting here, you don't time to have a pampa. There's nobody but you. I'm waiting for the day to be running the private for
and Pabwakanaba, yes, me person, Mr. Rapper Nima, me 20. Me when I'm a James, I'm in Sylvia Shaggy. 1, 2, 3, 4, I said it. Little bit beats in the DM, me Sylvia case. Young boy, I must see Suami, Jimmy Bay, that way. Me yet the day, you say me yet me see. Sylvia case, street to the young boy, I must see Suami, Jimmy Bay, that way. Me yet the day, you say me yet me see. Sylvia case, street to the young boy, I must see Suami, Jimmy Bay, that way. Me yet the day, you say me yet me see. Street to the young boy, I must see Suami, Jimmy Bay, that way. Me yet the day, you say me yet me see.
Charlie with the grind every day. So you need but you see a criminal, but you do because of your pay. You be clear, Akwantuo Mu Nsem disika you be clear, Akwantuo Mu Nsem disika What's your name? What's your name? Well, it's the guy that be hard and top. Yeah, I know I said you bar. Midnight time on the bar. What's the guy that I throw on bar? Come with me, a bar. And then gang. She was like, go fine. Why we go be so nice? Why we go be so nice? Baby, I'm Akwantuo Mu Nsem disika yeah, baby, Akwantuo Mu Nsem disika
We go talk. So I follow sharp, make I get my own. Many a bro, if you don't be money, never call my phone. They can die, ever say mo here, bye. Me pussy, I won't mind buying car for daddy free, sir.
Baby, Akwantuo Mu Nsem disika
chinchi ni sika befie. Yepe sika befie. Frisa busia ofie. Yepe nija befie. Frisa busia ofie. Yepe sika befie. Street nice shit. Be a pisca. And you've been so a CB. Nah. We didn't come to the city to count bridges. New vibe. Yo talk. For my G's, yeah. Flick. Hard up. You be playing up, I want to go chin.
We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with leash. Cause the love in the streets. For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready. Me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my sick belly. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but people call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same shit. Me and them don't get the same shit. For I let them don't know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. All my niggas winning, you know what's up. All my niggas winning, you know what's up. You don't pretend, living a lie, you know we gang, all lie. All my niggas winning, you know what's up. All my niggas winning, you know what's up. All my niggas winning, you know what's up. You don't pretend, living a lie, you know we gang, all lie. All my niggas winning.
DJ Don.
Big
Yeah, Sugar Voice, I see you. Welcome, Sugar Voice. I see you, Baba. What's up, Baba?
They're quite out, Choco to Sa, that's your boys that you people back. Go now, hey, lady, how many rounds now? Bet you pay country, what you're not talking. Pia me pia, some busy. What the data me and my daughter, oh, bien, son of my daughter. My see young farm, oh, bien, son of my daughter. What the data me and my daughter, oh, bien, son of my daughter. My see young farm, oh, bien, son of my daughter. Yeah, nah, yeah, nah, yeah, nah.
So if you're just joining us, we're live on Bethel Multimedia. Transit live from London. Welcome, Lisbeth.
It's your better so now I phone it die. So be a more one can never do the study. Abu, top. Abu, top. Abu, to. Abu, sheto. Wanna client, wanna the pressure buy it. Wanna tip raka, wanna two tema, one client. And sem na top it, take coffee, me cry, me pry. Once I say I'm share, so quite so I no sign. 17 1 me, I want to make our say my name was so. Oh, he I was share my crew, but so the best call what time I saw. Brandon, and so yeah, the tire to get the tire to. I go home, hey. But I go to my so no, them buy it. Abu, yeah, I was so me feed the hard, na me die. Abu, it's your better so now I phone the tire. Abu, so be a more one can never do the side. Abu, Abu, to. Abu, to. Yeah. Abu, to.
What's your name? I come from the seat up. Who should be as you know the fake off? I dare be at me see what we are still. But I mean, you make sure with the Aputo. You best me so one care share, ma. Come do what you can say, Homa. Kwaku, we call Libya and the Koyan come from Aboma. Now say, men time, Gassa, maybe not to quiet time, pata. Pure daughter, Buka, up at the Shuana Motoduka. My relaxing, I make my ceiling. When you buy for the Mastro healings. Dog it, above from Mastro that I didn't better make me feelings.
It's a coach, I'm a so no, them buy it. Abu. Yeah, I was so me feed the hard, na me die. Abu, it's your better so now I phone the try. Abu, so be a more one can never do the side. Abu, Abu, to. Abu, to.
I also want to come into me, baby. Are you God? Is there no region where I come here, you boss? Joe, I want to get the price of the river. Man, I go.
Yes, John. Yes, I guess I ain't coffee. You chrome. Ya bottom. Yes, John. Yes, I'm trying. Me and say, nobody any say. Every day you talk too much, what be your case? And show be as I'm fast, this life no be race. I they come like MTV, I go make you feel the place.
Ooh, up again. Run the low, then I'm up again. Tell me car check, cause they not my friends. Look like he really finna pull up in the bands. Ooh, my guy, me no care. Hey, damn, we open your gear. You think disappear, then I disappear. Poof, let's go from us red. Get your grind up. Mr. John Hancock, if you sign us. To the dog bunch, you gon' try us. Check the scoreboard, this side up. Too fragile. Watch me do the moonwalk, too agile. Boy, I'm signing through the bank in my Nike. That's a double check, it's a tech, come find us. Boy, media back.
Yo, more fire. Sugar voice, more fire.
Price of one would trip it. Mobbing on my body, I feel it. Long day, swing it. Talk my shit cause I'm winning. Where I'm young, I'm wumping it, bitch.
I guess I am confused. You will grow. Ya bottom. Yes, John. Yes, I guess I am confused.
So just keep it locked right here.
Ya bottom. Yes, John. Yes, I'm trying. Me and say, nobody any say. Every day you talk too much, what be your case? And show be as I'm fast, this life no be race. And they come like MTV, I go make you feel the.
Yeah, Usua, I see you.
Passport.
I see you, Usua.
You got a condom, fuck is wrong with you all my days. I can't even concentrate. All these pains on my neck, I still don't feel like a slave. Minisikai said DJ the Payola. Boys in the Amu Promo the Corona. And you see I'm in my friends and your owner. Who's in ministry, Wapanta is a pona. Keep hiding, Pampana. Secret Joy, you know Wabankana. Street boys, school of hard knocks. With me for the Zanzana. You will grow. Ya bottom. Yes, John. Yes, I guess I ain't confused. You will grow. Ya bottom. Yes, John. Yes, I'm trying. Me and say, nobody any say. Every day you talk too much, what be your case? And show be as I'm fast, this life no be race. And they come like MTV, I go make you feel the bass.
Get it for the hard, I'm a general for the
party. All night, come on, get it go. I can't find you, want to cry a blow. See, I know your party. See, I know your party. All night. Welcome, passing me red cup, boozing in with I go reject company, watch movies, plus girls, when go like spy. You for respect us, actions, not verbs. Punching it half task, going at beds. This be the highest, no herb. It's level to the ship, man, no cap. Oh yeah, slim big small, so I'm fuck with yours. If you raise a finger, I'm gon' cut him off. They chatting shit, they all vagabonds. I keep a nose max on, they my body thoughts. I'm on forces, we didn't run the game, I'm on charges. We didn't party hard, I'm gon' pop it. Yeah, shoot our leg to paralyze me, but with the outside, yeah, sorry. Here is slow. I'm from the community, what you cry, you know your party. See, I know your party.
Yo, for your church, I'm my mom this year, and I put you in a match of a more. For your church, I'm my mom this year, and I won't see a net if we more. For your church, I'm my mom this year, and I won't see a net if we more. For your church, I'm my mom this year, and I won't see a net if we more. And this is what we are going to discuss this evening. We got a guest on the studio, and then when the time comes, we'll introduce our guest, and you get the opportunity to interact with the guest this evening. Akwantuo Mu Nsem and Wahai and Yanemo Ebetutre Nkomo. Baby, this year, baby, this week we started an episode of Life Abroad Diaries. We've been talking about so many issues, challenges, opportunities, and well, we will say both advantages and disadvantages on this platform. And I know the listeners have gained something from the past few days that we've been discussing this matter. Monday, we discussed a different topic. And then today, we are on episode number 3. I think we had episode number 2 on Tuesday, which is New Life Abroad. And then we had another one, which is called Home Away from Home. And today, we are discussing another topic of our episode, the third episode, called Here Today, which is the journey, the change, the journey that changed everything. The journey that changes everything. So this is how we have to bring your mind on board. And as I said earlier on, we have a distinguished gentleman on the studio today that we will be interviewing. He will be expressing his experience and then also what he knows about the topic that we are going to discuss this evening. And we all will be beneficiary to this. So get connected, don't fall out. You're here live on Bethel TV and radio. Nana Poku sitting on his hot seat this evening, bringing to you Akwantuo Mu Nsem Bronibe migration matters. We are here to discuss issues around migration. By the end of this event, by the end that we finish everything, you will benefit from this, and you will take something home, and then you also educate somebody about this topic. As I always say, if you have a unique topic that you wanted to discuss on the platform, or you want to bring it in aside of our episode that we discuss on a daily basis, you can always get in touch with us and we'll put you through. Akwantuo Mu Nsem and Ute free Bethel Radio and TV. And it's a non-real Hanum say about Komo Afa Akwantuo Mu and Inra Yeti episode ye 2 days away from home. And today we are discussing here from here to there. This is a journey that as a son and you may be a war ya brabum. And only about your home and come on, said the Mekayano, your horse from Kokra, Hanum say, one so experience who are Akwantuo Wabakum Hanum say, Chapa, I want to see, I will come Hanum, ye can't Hanum, Amanu Simu, and they Hanum say, Ubaye, how Ubiti, Obehe, now what to me. I blended into the system now. What you see, pa. Now, Wabaha, through that, and Siamu, and Nabakuyo Babi Juma as a social worker, and from there he became a commissioner, and he worked with numerous local authorities with great experience. I'm saying, you haven't connected, just connected, but you will get the better news and the better sort of knowledge and skill that you need for better future. Akwantuo Mu Nsem and Bethel TV and radio. All social media platforms. Yes, you're here at Bethel TV and radio. Yo, before I say I know to Kakra, I want to say, Emma, yet me, Eva, yet me, and started to my Yang, Chese, or more, Imagia, or Mudisun, Niso, and you say, Kakra, Nice your tone, which I am for, no one say, I'm pa, Sanko, so Mudino, a sombo, Nadia. And if you are here, you're on Bethel TV and radio on Akwantuo Mu Nsem. Livingstone Healthcare is a care provider registered and audited by CQC, which is a regulated body in the UK, and they provide outstanding services to vulnerable people in their own homes. If you need somebody also to look after your loved ones at your house, or you need a respite for your loved ones, get in touch with Livingstone Healthcare and they will help you. Atalia Nursery is a nursery in Bohamud. So if you're looking for any care provider, a nursery for your children, please get in touch with Atalia Nursery and they will help your children to grow knowledgeably. We have Pamaland. Pamaland is a restaurant that cook African dishes. If you are looking for a real Ghanaian dishes, now we're looking into Atalia Pamaland. Yes, what did you know? I and Pamaland. Yeah, Bethel photography and videography. If you're doing outdoor, if you're doing christening, funeral, wedding, any event that you're doing, count on Bethel photography and videography. They will come there and give you a very good snap. Yes. So get in touch with them if you're doing any of these. Top Connect, if you are sending money to your loved ones in Ghana or all over the world, get in touch with Top Connect. Top Connect will help you to once you download their app, straightforward, you do the ID verifications and you're able to transfer money straight away to your loved ones. And their rates is very good. Bethel Live Band. If you're looking for live band to listen to genuine, authentic music, then you have to tune in every Saturday around 2 p.m. and listen to live music. And also, if you want to advertise or you want to record music or you want somebody to manage or produce your music, you can get in touch with Bethel Live Band. They will be able to help you to give you the best music that is actually ranking in the social media. So you need to think of Bethel Live Band. Your program is with me on all social media platforms. You can watch us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitch, and then Twitter. You can watch us live there. When you connect, please don't disconnect. Just stay in, and enjoy the best. So today's topic that we're going to discuss is about from here to there. Wofi umai eso, uko obimaso. Let's say you've traveled from your homeland to a different land, looking for green pastures. When you started your journey, what have you been through? What are the opportunities? What are the advantages and disadvantages through your journey? What have you been through? And once you've settled in, what can you testify that has gone well and hasn't gone well? So that people who are making such decisions, especially the youth who are making such decisions to travel abroad to different countries, they can also learn something so they can fully prepared. So when they get there, they're already in advance. Not that they'll go there, that's where they're going to start making decisions. The decisions already making, they've already made their decision in advance. They've researched, they find out what they're actually going there for, and all their plans, their dreams and aspirations, they know that it will come to light. It's not that you just get up one day and say, I'm traveling without making any preparations. Because I know that nowadays there's a lot of travel agencies and there's a lot of people there taking people money, telling them, we'll get you to your destination. At the end of the day, they will take you down the route that are not satisfactory to you, or is illegal, that you will get to the country or your destination that you want to get to, but you will not get exposed to the opportunities that you are enlightened to. So here we are educating ourselves that before you travel from your homeland, make sure you do a lot of research of where you are living, where you're going to. Have you studied the environment, the culture there? How are you going to integrate into that culture? And what are you also going to bring on board to that community? Because it's not only that what you're taking from that community, what you also bring to that community also matters. As I said earlier on, we have our distinguished gentleman, Mr. Thomas, on studio today. And when opportunity comes, we give Mr. Thomas to introduce himself and also tell us more about what he knows about the story that we have to discuss on this episode today. Yo, Akwantuo Mu Nsem and Ewa and Ray, Munia Napuku and Matanabam, I wear distinguished guests, one say, Mr. Thomas. I permanently Mr. Thomas Quina, on also introducing him, immediate and contribution of Silvano, or Danny at and he said. If you have in our line, no, see you to my old friend, no, the +44 account 75, and the number is 7548 3426670, and then so friend, we bet you say, Akwantuo Mu Nsem watch so SMP, near my coin, now also watch it, and he, Mr. We had a conversation about not long ago. It was just that sudden that I said I'll have to pull you onto the studio. I said you're more than willing to come to the studio to help us this evening to also share your experience with us. As we are now beginning our program, which is from here to there, that leaving your homeland to a native land, that a land that you go there, you know nobody, you have no family, you have no friends, you know nobody there, you haven't done any research, you just made that journey, you got there, and then you feel disappointed that all the dreams and aspirations that you have is not going in the direction as you think. So we know that you had a lot of experience as being a social worker and working with local authorities, working with youth offenders, working with children, working with gangs, people with knife crime, and giving seminars and all these kind of things to people. So today, it's just broad topic. It's not only centered around migration. We just wanted to pour everything that you have, any skills and any knowledge that you have around this, that people can learn something from this. So when they are making decisions, they know that they are making proper and informed decisions that will make a difference in their life. So, Mr. Thomas, the floor is down to you. If you can introduce yourself, and then yes.
To mention, of course, my name is Thomas Farmer. Sorry, I'm a social worker by training, but I've also risen through the ranks in my field of career, in my vocation as a social worker. I worked in many different local authorities, and I've also worked in the private sector with independent fostering agencies who are into various disciplines. So my specialty has been in child protection, it's been in adoption, it's in fostering, it's in special guardianship, it's in family and friends connected persons, more or less now under the umbrella of kinship. So I work with through the various ranks, the various realms of social issues. I've interacted with the youth, I've interacted with the aged, I've interacted with children, I've interacted with various spectrums of social endeavors, of social life. I've worked with young persons or adolescents or teenagers, involved in antisocial behaviors, drugs, in alcohol, knife crimes, sexual issues. So I work with very spectrums of different shades of opinion as far as the society is concerned. But looking at your topic in context from here to there, I think it's a metaphor. It's a very interesting area, very interesting topic, because everybody in life always have a dream, always have a big dream, and that big dream, are you accomplishing that dream within your comfort zone where you were born? For instance, if it's in Ghana, is it your locality? Is it your vicinity? If it's not in your vicinity, are you venturing into any district? Are you venturing into any region? Are you venturing into any other area in Ghana to accomplish your aspirations, your wishes? Are you venturing outside the country? If you're in Nigeria, if you're in Cameroon, if you're in Liberia, are you venturing outside your country to what is popularly known as greener pastures? But how green are the pastures? But what I want to start fundamentally is that in life, failing to plan is planning to fail. I want that to underpin my discussions. So what I'm saying is that failing to plan is planning to fail. In other words, whatever venture you are seeking in life, you have to plan. Like the Honorable Host mentioned, the aspirations that you have, the dreams that you have, the ambitions that you have. How are you planning for those ambitions? What research have you done around those ambitions? What schooling have you done? What education have you done around the venture that you want to undertake? Because sometimes when your ambitions are so escalating, are so overwhelming, and you don't plan, you have no foundation. It's like building a house. If you don't have a foundation, a proper foundation, and you build your house on sand, the house is likely to collapse. So the builders will tell you that your foundation should comprise of cement, sand, stones, soil, whatever it is, to make that foundation concrete. So for me, when you are venturing into anything you want to, from here to there, from your country, this is the diaspora, what exactly are you going to do out there? Have you planned exactly what you're going to do out there? Do you have a plan what you're going to do out there? Do you have an agenda what you want to do out there? Or you are being informed by inspiration? No, like people are doing it, so let me also do it. Sometimes things don't work like that. So you must have a plan and say, look, I want to travel to America, I want to travel to the UK, I want to travel to Spain, I want to travel to Italy, I want to travel to any other country. This is what I want to achieve. Do you have a timeline to what you want to achieve? Do you have a time scale to what you want to achieve? What are the resources out there that you want to achieve? How have you ascertained your capacity, your ability to achieve what you want to achieve out there? We're saying from here to there. So the here is your comfort zone. That's where you come from. That's where you were born. That's where you were nurtured. That's where you grew up. But the there is always unfettered. The there is always a gray area. You don't know what is holding you. I mean, what is ahead of you in the there? It's like still water. You don't know what is under the there. There might be sharks. There might be snails. There might be snakes. There might be a lot of things out there that you need to go and unravel. So for me, from here to the there, it's not even about the here. The there is very important for you to be sure that what you are going to do over there in the diaspora is something you have researched around. And you think, oh, if I go, these are the A and B, and I need to put together to be able to achieve what I want to do. So is it about education? Is it about career development? Is it just about adventure? Are you just going there to explore for adventure? Do you actually have an aim? How are you going to achieve that aim? Who are you going to meet out there? These are all things that a lot of us who have been in the diaspora here have not been able to explore, have not been able to put together before we come. So when, like I said, failing to plan is planning to fail. So you jump into a different country. It's not about doing stuff and getting a visa and traveling. But when you land, that is where the real business starts. So when you land, what do you do? How do you start what you have come to do? How do you put that in place? How do you put that in perspective? Like, for instance, when I was coming to this country, I was already a trained social worker. So when I come, I have to find my route into the system. How do I do that? So definitely I had to register, to be licensed, to be able to practice. If you are a nurse and you are coming to this country, how you follow the necessary rudiment, the necessary foundation. If you are a construction worker, an engineer, a medical doctor, have you planned? What are the procedures that will somebody practice as a doctor, somebody practice as a nurse, somebody practice as an engineer, somebody practice as an architect, somebody practice as a businessman? What is your research telling you? You just don't get up and jump and come and land in the foreign country and say, oh, this is my expertise, without following the rudiments, the foundation, the instructions, the protocols, the policies, the procedures, and what you want to come and do in the country. That is very important. But in our country, you can always gamble and do things, and somebody can rescue you. In the foreign land, there is a whole big change. So my admonishment is that you should know exactly what you are coming to do and the rules around what you are coming to do. Then you will be able to put in place a strategy, a mechanism, a measure that will enable you to accomplish what you want to do. When you have that foundation, that planning, that initial planning, it is a recipe for what? For complications, for disaster. So that is what I was saying in the beginning. So planning is very important.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. You made us aware of a lot of preparations that we need to make before we make any sort of advanced journey. But you said something about preparation. So if I'm going to a country, then you said something about preparation. How am I going to prepare? Because I don't know the country, and I only know about the culture and the history and everything surrounding the country that I'm in. And I'm going to a different world or a different country that I have no skills. Let's say I don't even speak their dialect, so I don't speak the same language as them. So how am I going to plan whilst I don't have what is it something that you can educate us on, that even if we don't understand the language, doing the research doesn't actually mean that you have to research about the country itself, but based on what you want to achieve there. So then what are certain things that you need to know, you need to be advanced on for you to be able to settle into that community?
Yeah. Right. You know, they said the world is now a global village. It's a global village because there's a lot of information in the internet. But you also have to be very careful about information in the internet. Sometimes information in the internet can be deceptive. Information in the internet can mislead. But if you are going into a country, you have to look at your own capacity and ability. For instance, I am from an Anglophone country. I'm from an English-speaking country. So if I want to travel first, my focus will be in an English-speaking country like UK, England, because in England I know they speak English. So if I land here, the first thing that will enable me integrate into the society is my ability to communicate. So first of all, that is very important, that you should be able to communicate. If I decide to go into Germany or into France or into Spain, or into a country where I have no clue of their language, so that is already a bottleneck. That is already a hindrance. So I should be able to be able to, when I alight, one, I should be able to communicate. So that is one fundamental thing. Communication is very, very important. If I come into the country to seek as an economic migrant, I have to look at what are my skills. If I'm a nurse and I'm coming into the country, I should be able to know the prospects of nursing in UK, the prospects of nursing in America, the prospects of nursing in Spain, the prospects of nursing in Ukraine, the prospects of nursing in Russia. I have to study around that. That is one thing. To know, okay, when you come in, how long does it take? Because most of these countries, you must be able to register within the licensed body to be able to practice. So have you researched about that? Are you able to do that?
So the advice that you're giving here now is they need to research whatever skill that they have in their homeland. They still need to research about where they're going and to see that whether their skill is compatible with the place that they're going before they make such journey or make such application.
Exactly.
Or they don't just have to think that, okay, I'm a nurse, so when I go, or I'm a teacher, so when I go there, I fit in automatically. No. They shouldn't have that kind of assumption.
Yes.
They should actually plan and research about the skill set, some sort of regulation and then requirement that is needed before you can go into
For instance, in the sector of social services or social care or teaching or nursing. You can't just come into a country and start practicing your profession. They are licensed bodies, and there are regulatory requirements around being a nurse, a teacher, a social worker, a doctor, an engineer, or an architect. So it's important for you to abreast yourself with these protocols, the policies and procedures, how to get enrolled into them. That is first and foremost. Like when I was coming to the country as a social worker, I was in Ghana and I registered with the social work licensed body. Fundamentally, if you apply to become a social worker, they must find out whether you are licensed, whether the UK licensed body has accredited you to practice. First and foremost, you must do that. Secondly, it's also important for you to find out whether there's anybody you know out there who is already in that profession. Because they are already in that profession and they are practicing. So they can give you first hand and some tidbits and how to actually go about it. But when you don't have all this and you try to jump into the country, you can run into problems. Even accommodation is very important. You are coming to the country, how are you going to be accommodated? Do you have somebody that will receive you? Do you have a friend, a relative, a colleague that can receive you? Or you have enough money to come and stay in a hotel? How resourceful are you? All these things need planning. That's why with my mantra, failing to plan is planning to fail. So you need, apart from doing the research, it's also very important to have some fundamental first-hand information. About people who are already in the system and how the system is. Because Akwantuo Mu easy. It's more complicated than you feeling because Ghana or Nigeria or different country. Some about abolition a bit different than when you come into the country. Even some people you know, diaspora, behavior very different. Accommodation, and to continue accommodate too. One own accommodation, own bungalow, own car, own resources.
Now that give me one example. Yes, there's a colleague of mine that actually was coming from Ghana to come to UK as a visitor. And then whilst he made all the documentation ready, he put on the paper that he's got a friend here that he's going to live with. And then the friend said, oh, okay, what do you need? Whatever that you need, I can provide you all the information that you need. Okay, he provided all the information. The friend has got a visa. He's got to the airport. And he said, oh, this is my number. When you get to the airport, just call me and then I'll pick you from there. The person got here. He gave him a call. The phone is switched off. So he couldn't get in touch with anybody. So he has to get to myself first to book a hotel for him to get into the hotel before he found his way to settle in the country. So these are some of the things like what you're saying. So these are some of the things that happen. People promise, people tell them some sort of hope, give them hope, and then they actually come, and it's not what they see. Or they don't want to even come and see that they're not even working. They're just relying on the government, and then they're on the benefits. They're working, and then they go there and they're showing them flashing money here and there, that they are wealthy here. But when they come truly, that's not what it is.
Akwantuo Mu is full of surprises. Akwantuo is full of surprises. The ball game is different. It's different. And even assumptions and perceptions. Your stories be among for the airport. Obesha omono. The phone here switch off. We stranded. If you wouldn't experience, you can't even book a hotel. You are stranded there. So all these things that you need to take into consideration and trust that if you are coming to meet somebody, this is somebody that would trust here or or airport, and then take you home. So it's very important. That's why I'm saying that the stories sometimes we hear out there sometimes are false hopes. Sometimes we watch a lot of documentaries. And we believe in those documentaries. At the end of the day, the reality check starts when you come in. The job that you think I guess on silver platter, a different to get the job. Sometimes check extra, they will take you through. the checks are different. Even sometimes a lot of people come home and then they say, oh, I'm doing very well here. I'm doing ABC there. I mean, here it's very easy to get a loan. People can take a loan, buy flash cars, come home and throw their weight around. But back to the country where they are, it's a different ball game. You really have to work hard to establish the kind of life that you've gone home to portray. So when we see buggers come, buggers, they come, they throw their weight, they buy car. You can list the car and come here. Some of them come with heavy credit cards. They come, they throw their weight. If I have even 1,000 pounds, 2,000 pounds, $2,000, and I come home and I'm saving for just a week or two, I can throw my weight around and display, demonstrate false hopes in the eyes of people. Oh, look at this guy, he was just here with us. He's gone to Amman, with the shot and he's come back, he's looking fresh, what. Look at that, we're still here, being ordinary teachers, ordinary nurses, ordinary engineers, ordinary doctors. But the reality check is different. So for me, all that glitters is not gold. And if you are traveling, you need to make provision for the pros and cons, the positives and the negatives. You need to make provision for shocks. Your shock absorber need to be strong. Otherwise, you can be disappointed. And definitely, all that glitters is not gold. But there are people in the diaspora who are also suffering. We have people who are sleeping rough on the streets. We have people who don't have jobs, who are on the welfare scheme. I know of a friend who says, oh, but you guys, even if you don't have a work, they stay to take care of you. You be put on welfare. How much is the welfare? I'm a social worker and I know how much welfare. You can't live on welfare. The welfare is even the hand-to-mouth no different. Where satisfied say, because you are on the welfare benefits, it's something that you need to. So there's a wide range of experiences out there that if you are not living in the system, you only be playing your card on assumptions and playing your cards on hearsays and playing your cards in information in the net, playing your cards on TikTok, on this. People put a lot of information there. But the reality check is different. So you need to do proper research, talk to people in the system. What you are coming to do your research around there, find people who are already doing that kind of work. And that way you can make an informed decision. Don't stampede yourself into situations where you cannot hold information on. So that is very important.
Thank you very much, Dr. Thomas, for your contribution. I know that the audience and you're all listening and you're taking something home tonight. Akwantuo Mu Nsem and your Ananaku and development and great. Maybe Thomas or Hansia, yeah, training for more from here to there. So, what's that to get any for here? A couple of destination and also good one and the Yama was say. And you've got the identity. I also share make sure that you put those things in place and sign ama wo enya sa enti no pese so so tuman ekoye sa nneema ni bi enti awose mo hwehwe nneema ye sa mo ye bibisa wo pese so tuman ko bi maso a awose wo hwehwe mo ye Bethel Radio and TV. We speaking we are multilingual here. It's not only in Akan or Ewe or any other language or English or French alone. Each language that you think is preferable to you, make it available to us, and then make sure it's translated to you so that you can listen to or understand what we are discussing here. Our brother have laid out a lot of circumstances and a lot of things that we need to make sure we put it in place before we travel. And he says something about the pro and cons that we need to make sure that we are ready to cope with that. And then where we are traveling to, also make sure we are ready for accommodation, we are ready for the skill sets that where we are traveling to. How are we going to integrate into that skill set? How are we going to get employment into the place that we are going in? We cannot just say I'm a farmer and I'm going there, I want to be a doctor or I want to be a teacher, whereby you don't have any qualifications. And even though if you have the qualifications, you still need to go through some sort of criteria in this country that you come in. They need to check you. We do a DBS check. Do you have any for criminal records? They will check all that to make sure you don't have previous criminal records, and if you have it, what impact is it going to have on society before? So all these things you need to think about it. If you can't write your CV, you need to make sure you need to learn how to draft a CV. If you're looking for some sort of a healthcare job, teaching, or any sort of high skill sort of job, you need to make sure that you need to have the right qualification, the right licensing. So let's say whichever country that you're coming from, you need to be regulated and licensed with that regulatory body in your land, your homeland. And then when you come to the foreign country that you're coming in, also you need to be fully prepared. That they also do a background check, and that background check also inclusive of them checking you from your homeland, and then before you also registered and become professional in that sector. You can't just come in, migrate into the country and get a job. So we have people here in the diaspora, as my colleague said, that are also here looking for jobs. Some they are homeless. They don't have a job. They rely on government for their support, but that money is not enough for them. They need to get a proper job, well-paid job, in order for them to be able to live peacefully within the community. So it's not only just coming abroad. There's a lot of research that you have to do before you travel. So I'll throw to my guest here once again that we have all these sort of travel agencies around there that we are bringing people in. Let's put the best opportunity that just came in, which has put in the drain because of the behavior of others, the COS that came through, that a lot of people benefited from it, but because of how people behave and how they portray or message that they put across has limited the number of people that come in. But I know that there's still opportunity for others to come in. But my main concern is about some of the agencies that are bringing people in, using them to go through the wrong sort of route, illegal route, through the desert, through sea and all these kind of things. Instead of going through the embassy, apply through the embassy, obtain their visas, and then come, if they are coming for visit, they come and visit and go with the duration that has been given to them. Why some of the agencies are deceiving people, asking them that even no matter what route that you come in, when you go, we can secure your job and you'll be okay. What's your take on that?
Yeah. This is a very cardinal issue now that is eating up a lot of opportunities in this country, where we have genuine organizations, genuine agencies, and some of them are caught up in what I call the quagmire of deception. Because yes, there are rogue agencies. There are rogue agencies out there who just for the economic gains. What they know, a lot of people, especially those of us from Africa, from Asia in particular, and there are a lot of people there who believe that there are better opportunities, for instance, in the UK or in America or in Spain. And rightly so, the opportunities are better than where we come from. But this place is a lot of opportunities. But the issue is that because of the greed and selfishness, because of the ignorance and naivety, when anybody comes to tell you that, oh, I can send you abroad, pay this money, I'll give you A, B, C, D. When that happens, we get consumed by the that language.
Okay.
We get consumed by the promise. We are clouded to any other thing. All we think, oh, he can send me abroad, I can go to abroad, and I can access the facility and become somebody better. But it is more than that. So if you look at a lot of COSs have been revoked, especially in the UK.
Yeah.
But the government had a very good intention to say, okay, we have deficient labor, manpower in the care industry, and rightly so. So even as we speak on this your platform, the care industry, the research is very clear that it's still short of the required manpower, the required expertise, the required skills, the required knowledge, the required numbers. And the ratio is still, the ratio is very huge. Which means that the care industry is still suffering. But what do we know? We have rogue agencies, especially in the UK, who are going to recruit people, they bring them to the country, and they don't even have an organization. And that has caused the scrutiny on social services, on the government, to start suspecting every agency that has brought people to the country under license. And sometimes there is a flimsy excuse. Then they withdraw the license. Sometimes even people that some agencies have recruited genuinely, and they have a genuine organization that have recruited them. Somebody has a problem with the agency, and then they whistleblow. And I don't think that the Home Office is doing a very effective investigations into some of the things they hear, and they take it upon themselves to close some agencies. That doesn't mean that we don't have rogue agencies. There was a documentary I watched where a whole number of agencies brought people here, and they didn't have organizations. They bring them here, and the people now have to go and lobby with other agencies to get enrolled into their, to switch. More or less, that's the word. Because the original agencies that brought them here don't really have their organizations. Or maybe by the time they brought them here, their agencies have been revoked.
But how about these kind of, I know this scenario or this topic will be a different topic that one day we're going to discuss solely on that. But once we've touched on, we need to get to the bottom of it. When the people were coming here, they were promised that you're coming for 5 years. Then after your 5 years, you're going to get your indefinite leave to remain. Okay? So no matter what circumstances, no matter what it is, the people have made that journey to come here. They've left their job. They've given resignation to their job, right? Because you can't go somewhere for 3 years or 5 years and you want to come back and the job is still there for you, right? So they have lost their job, okay? And now they came here, the company that brought them, you've revoked the company, but you have not given them alternative sort of says, okay, we'll revoke you. We recommend that go here because we make provisions for that. But you're revoking them and making all these people vulnerable, and these people also become a burden on the society again. So why are they not looking at it? And some of the things that sometimes it comes out, because I had experience in that area as well. People will come in, you're giving them contract to do certain hours in a week. Let's say they said, I'll work 4 days or 5 days or 6 days to do those contracted hours, right? Out of that 6 days, every single week, this person will cancel 3 or 4 days out of that. So meaning that person will not definitely get the contracted hours that is given to them in a week. But Home Office normally doesn't see that. They will look at the RTI, the RTI that Home Office produce. And then they see that this person hours is not up to the contracted hours. But they don't know that the person have called to the agency that brought him or her that I'm not available to work this week due to child care. I'm not available to work this week because my mother is not well. I'm not available to work this week because I'm doing 20 hours somewhere. They don't know. So far as your RTI is not up to the contracted hours, then the provider is at fault. I know that during COVID time, when they were moving away from COVID to come into this, where they brought this UOS thing, a lot of companies registered, and then they were not actually CQC audited. So what they decided is they made a decision that any company that's going to hire people from abroad or under the to be admitted to the COS scheme, the sponsorship scheme, those people need to have CQC registered, and they've been inspected by CQC. So which I know most of the companies that are currently having sponsor workers are compliant with that. But hereby they come and then they make a decision because people are not getting the hours, but it's not the provider not giving the hours. Some of the providers are actually hiring other agencies or other people to come and fulfill those roles because the people that they've actually sponsored are not able to meet that kind of meeting their hours. So, but they use that to revoke them. So, what's your say on that?
Okay, there are two perspectives to this question. First and foremost, you talked about the Home Office agenda that you come here, let's say, with a 5-year work permit visa under the COS regime or the sponsored license regime.
Yeah.
Don't forget that, especially in UK here, where I'm more familiar with, the issue has become very political.
Okay.
They have moved from legalities to politics.
Okay.
Because of the immigration, the influx of immigrants from different countries due to various reasons, whether it's war, it's famine, it's not very different reasons.
Yeah.
And then other political parties have politicized that, look, we have so many people from different countries in our country, and then reigning governments are not able to do anything about it. And if I come into the country, I'll be able to do AB. If I get the not
elected,
yeah, I'll be able to do ABCD to stem the tides of illegal migration. Now, it has become very political, but it has also become a human rights issue.
Yeah.
Because in Parliament, if you look at the Reform, Labour, Conservatives, Lib Dems, they are all speaking different languages about how they can stem the tides of illegal migration into this country. Recently, when was it? Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? About 100 and something illegal migrants coming with small boats were rescued in the French high seas, and some of them have defied that they will stay in France. They're still making their way through to the English channels to the EK. Yes, so that is true. But for me, I think that is a betrayal of the system.
Yeah.
That originally you said people should come with a particular age band.
Yeah.
Now they come and suddenly you are changing the rules.
Yeah.
Without actually making alternative provision
for them.
Yeah. And that is the human rights issue.
Yeah.
And I think that the human rights lawyers actually take this up very seriously.
Yeah.
That is a betrayal of your own system. They call it the Boris rush. They say it was Boris Johnson who opened the floodgates for people to come under the COS sponsorship. So for me, I know the human rights lawyers.
But they rescued the economy.
Yes, but they came.
That time.
Yeah, of course. Look at the COVID time up to now.
Yeah.
Is the illegal is the sponsor, especially the sponsored license holders in the care industry, the care sector, that actually provided the service up to now.
Yeah.
So you can't use that as a scapegoat to stem your illegal migration, because they didn't come under illegal migration.
Yeah.
They came under the legal route.
Legal route, yeah.
So for me, anything that is happening now should not be with retrospective effects.
Yeah.
That people who came here 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago, now have to go through a different regime arrangement to scale their stay. That's unfair.
Yeah.
But I'm speaking like I'm speaking as a social expert, not a lawyer. That's very unfair.
Yeah.
And I think that the human rights lawyer should be thinking about suing government in this perspective.
Yeah.
So that is one aspect. The other aspect you asked is that people come here and sometimes Home Office, yes, these are the contracted hours. So the person must meet these other contracted hours. Yes, there are two fronts to that. That some sponsored workers, when they come, try to explore and want to use the opportunity to get greener pastures, more hours somewhere, more higher our rate somewhere, at the expense of the original organization that brought them here. But the Home Office is also very clear that if you have somebody that is doing that, you have the right to terminate that person's contract and inform the Home Office. It's very clear about it. Like, if you are a sponsored licensed agency and you bring staff here, and the staff, by no fault of your organization, is seeking other hours somewhere at the expense of your organization, they make those other places they go for their 20 hours or whatever prime, and make your own second fiddle. In other words, your own secondary. You actually have the right to terminate and report them to the Home Office. And the Home Office will terminate their status in this country. It's very clear. In the Home Office regulations.
The guidelines.
There are also real, genuine occasions where some organizations are no more getting the work that they used to get. They are there. Maybe they are beaten and not getting the contracts. Maybe they're having problems. So that means that genuinely they don't have the hours to give to the staff that they brought to meet the contractual hours. That is another setback. But all these things, if you let the Home Office aware that this is the problem, this is the hitch, the Home Office can do anything to you. But you've told them the truth. You are not getting the hours to give to your staff. So what do you do? But if anybody goes out of your way to go and take hours anywhere at the expense of your organization's hours, then you have the right. Sometimes the migrants, they don't know this. They don't know that if I bring you to the country and you deviate, I can actually report you to the Home Office and you can be deported.
I mean, a lot of them
sometimes they don't know.
So they value the where they are getting their other hours more than the provider that brought them.
Those sometimes who think they are smart and start making comparisons, and think that if I go and do 20 hours here, it's more beneficial than doing 30 hours here. Or 40 hours here. Some people make that comparison. And they actually go. And you call them and they start giving you excuses.
So let's say they go and do 20 in this agency, 20 in that agency. And then that means he's got, we're only working for you for 3 days. So that 3 days, he cannot meet the contractual hours.
Very good.
If he's doing 7.5 or 9 hours a day.
Exactly. And I'm aware there are some agencies who are prepared to pay you on the table. They won't put it on your NI. They don't put you on your national insurance. Okay, you come. Once you're available to work, I'll give you 30 hours a week. I'll give you for 40 hours a week. And I'll pay you this rate. And I'll make sure I just pay you the 20 hours, and the rest I'll give you a check, or the rest I'll pay you on the table. Or I'll let you open a different account, and I'll pay that money there. No tax, nothing. So it's attractive to them. But your agency that originally brought them, right now they still have to meet some level of agreement, and they're doing 2-3 days. They will meet the contractual hours. The Home Office will pick you on.
And then when it comes, affect the innocent ones.
Now it's affect the innocent one, because they will say, "Oh, you brought people in here. Now you don't have the capacity to give them hours. So we're revoking you." So that is a big hitch.
Okay. Thank you very much for enlightening us on this. So as I said earlier on that we will have a one day whereby we will have our legal reps here. And then we can bring this on board and we have that hot sort of discussion on this matter. But the one thing that concerns me is why do we always have to travel to a different country whereby we feel that when we go there, that's where we will make difference in life? What is our country? It's the same politics that is in our country as well. The same sort of MP, president, or prime minister that is still running there. Then we got parliamentary candidates and all that. So then why is it that we have to go to another country in order to be successful? Why can't we put measures or implement certain things in our homeland so that the country will be sort of secure and peaceful place where people feel that when I finish my education, I have a job to do? Why do we have to always count on foreign countries, which I know that even most of the MPs and lecturers in most of our homeland, during their holidays, they come to other countries to lecture and get foreign currency. So why are they not implement some measures or policies, systems, put some systems in place that will make sure things work, that the youth will not have to travel to other countries in order for them to have better life. But within there, if they put 1 or 2, 3 things together, they will be able to be successful within the country where they were born.
Okay. You asked a very big question. Why? And indeed, the question is why. There are so many variables to this why question. We can talk about it till daybreak. But the issue that one is the political will and political leadership. What kind of leaders do we have in our political system? How are we making the environment conducive, one, for job creation? Look at a country like Ghana. Look at the resources. Ghana is a blessed land of resources. We have timber, we have gold, we have manganese, we have bauxite, we have cocoa. The sea is there, the ocean is there, and we have even discovered some oil. Go to Nigeria. Now, the oil that is produced in Nigeria alone can supply the whole of Africa.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
The oil that is Nigeria can supply the whole of Africa.
See.
But where you look at this industry, we are lacking industrialization. We are not supporting the private sector.
Okay.
And it is the private sector that can create jobs. If you look at this country, about 2/3 of job creation is in the private sector.
Yes, it's true.
The government sector is only about 1/3. But the 2/3 is in the private sector. They've made, for instance, loans very attractive in the banks. You can go to the banks and get loans very attractive, and then you invest. UK here, what are the natural resources in UK? Tell me. The highest premium in UK here is tax. They tax everything. Look at our tax system in Ghana, our tax system in Nigeria, our tax system in Benin, our tax system in Togo, our tax system in Rwanda. There is a lot of tax drain. We haven't got a system that can pool the tax. And tax is a very serious resource. So people travel because of opportunities.
But these taxes that you're talking about, I know during MPP regime, I'm sorry to bring Ghana,
that's fine.
Ghana sort of politics into this because it just came in. So I just decided, let me also. I know that there's a demonstration in Ghana today about the justice system.
Freedom of expression, oppression.
Because as soon as you open your mouth, if I was being in Ghana now, what I'm saying now, somebody will be at the door to pick me up in the next 5 minutes. These are some of the things that are happening to people. So, like what you were saying, the taxi system, MPP brought them in Ghana. And then when they brought it, it became an issue. That, why are you taxing barbers? Why are you taxing this, vetting people? Why are you doing this? And that cost them their vote during 2024. So these tax people don't understand it. So do you feel that this just came in because we are having this discussion? Do you feel that there should be a training around the taxing system so that people will be educated around if you want to set up a business or you're doing something, you know that every little that you're going to receive out of what you're doing, you'll be taxed according to that, so that the people understand the taxing system. Because here, when you work, is straight away they send you at the end of the year all that you've paid. If you overpaid, they will send it to you. America, the same thing. At the end of the year, you file your thing, they give it to you. Right here, at the end of the year, if you overpay your tax, they will just send you the check, or they'll just on your first pay slip after the end of the year, they will give it to your employer to add it to your wages. So you see that there has been some changes there. So is it education that we need to give to our people, or is just the mindset that no matter what you do? I know that we are deviating from that topic though, but I just want a little bit of clarity on there so that my audience will understand that bit.
Yeah, I'll come back to your substantial question, the why people migrate. Look, even if you go to the Bible, who is Zacchaeus? Zacchaeus was a tax collector. So tax is not any tax is as old as our generation. But the issue, like you use the word education. It's not training, it's education. You see, we need to conscientize the mindsets of everybody. We have direct and indirect tax. So if you look at the direct tax, those who work in the government sector, they have no choice. They will take your tax right away before your salary is paid to you. But there's a lot of tax drain out there in the business class, in the business world. And it is all because the people were not conscientized enough. The people were not educated enough. So they think that paying tax is punishment. They feel paying tax is penalty. So the government agency, we have NCCE.
Yeah.
National Commission for Civic Education.
Yeah.
And I know even in Nkrumah's town, we have the Civic Education Unit. How much have we educated our people? And tax is an imposition. The moment you start imposing tax on people without education, they will misinterpret it. Those taxes that NPP introduced were the best for Ghana, because it means that everybody is accountable in one way or the other. But because the education hadn't gone down, because people don't understand why we should pay tax. If you look at our political system, how many of our members pay membership fee?
Yeah.
People don't pay membership fee. They think that there are some big shots in the party that is supposed to donate to the party. But they don't think that it is the individual party membership fees that is supposed to run the business of the party.
Yeah.
It's all tax. Go to the churches.
Yeah.
The same, we should
10%.
pay tithes, 10%.
Of your
How
tithe.
many of us pay the 10%? Because we think that there's some big guys there who chair our annual harvest and fundraising, who should be paying the tax.
Yeah.
Even in the church, how many of us actually declare the 10%?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many of us declare 10%?
Yeah.
You don't know how much I earn. You don't have the opportunity to know how much I earn.
Yeah.
So even if I earn about 3,000 Ghana cedis and I come and pay and I pay 1,000 tithes, how will you know that?
You will never
It's between me. Oh my God! So the tax regimes are good, but I think we are far from achieving that because there is no education.
Yeah.
The education must start at every level. Civic education that Nkrumah introduced. How much is civic education taught in our institutions now? Civic education is no more a subject. That has been withdrawn from the curriculum.
Yeah.
But if you want people to appreciate tax and pay tax and be committed to tax and be conscientized to tax, it must start from the basic foundation.
Yeah.
From our schools, from our institutions, from our employment agencies. Tax education must be at every level, which we haven't done.
Yeah.
If we start building a house from the middle, from the superstructure, how is the house going to stand?
No.
So what it actually means is that we haven't educated our people. So the tax, how many of us actually understand it?
Yeah.
But here, paying tax is a fundamental rudiment in people's minds.
Yeah.
So they don't see anything with it. They have the national insurance, NI. Every job you are doing,
Yeah.
at the normal circumstances, all things being equal, it passes through your NI.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for you to dodge the tax. We introduced the VAT system.
Yeah.
And corruption comes in here. You have VAT officials who want to say, okay, instead of you paying the 15% tax, you pay 10 and I collect the 5%.
Yeah.
People go to trade it. So there is corruption in there.
Yeah.
So our tax system at the moment, we are nowhere near people understanding it. We are nowhere near people appreciating it. We are nowhere near people understand that, look, it's a tax that is supposed to develop our roads, build our schools, provide the water, rural electrification, urban electrification. We haven't got there yet because we haven't educated the people. So government comes with very beautiful policies, but those policies are resisted. But fundamentally, people must understand why they're doing ABCD.
Yeah.
You can't build a country on ignorance, but that's what we are doing in Africa.
Yeah.
A lot of African countries, we are building the country on ignorance.
Okay.
We are gambling with those things. So the governments must sit up and start the education, put civic education in the curriculum, and put tax education there. You can teach tax education as a subject throughout to the university.
Yeah.
Or civic education in the community. Literary education, because there's this organization in Ghana. What's the name? Oh, is this no Center for Strategic Education?
Okay.
But it's a literacy system where they go to the community and teach the illiterates.
Okay.
They teach them about their rights. They teach them about civic rights and whatever.
So they should add.
So they should add it there.
Yeah. So
without that education, my brother, there is no way people will just accept paying tax. They will dodge the tax.
They will dodge it. Okay.
Tax officials will go and take their percentages, and they are even making the situation more work. Look at landed property. People who have property in Ghana, how many of them pay property rates? Here, any building that is here, they pay property rates.
Yeah. Whether you like it or not.
You pay it. The system is working.
Yeah.
The system is efficient. Our institutions are not working in the country.
Yeah.
What is happening in many all African countries is institutional failures.
Yeah. Okay.
Institutional failures. So when the institutions are not working properly, for you to use the institutions to operate in the system and you are relying on human beings, then you have a problem.
So then now the people that have traveled abroad now, like the student that they come here to work, probably they will pass that experience on and say that, well, if you're working, so far as you're earning, you have to also contribute to the roads that the street that you're working on, the life that you're enjoying on the street, you have to contribute towards
Okay,
it.
let's look at Ghana. I'm not cutting you short. Let's look at Ghana. Almost all our past and present president, they first studied in abroad in a way.
Yeah.
When they're in abroad, they behave differently.
Yeah.
When they go back to Ghana, they join the system.
They join the system.
They've all gone to universities here. We're all here. We're paying tax.
Yeah.
But if I go and establish a business now,
they don't want to pay tax.
you will be corrupted
Yeah.
by the people who are there. If you want to behave differently, you'll be seen as a problem.
That's a problem.
Now you are here. I know what you are doing here.
Yeah.
If you go to establish your business now in Ghana,
Yeah.
you have people who come and corrupt you. You prefer to pay the money into the system, into government
Yeah.
for development.
Yeah.
Those officials will start having problem with you. Because you're only giving them the opportunity to chop. So they start finding faults with your investment,
Yeah.
with your organization. So what will you do? How much can you fight the system? So you join the system eventually.
Yeah.
Look at our ministers. How many of them having studied abroad?
Yeah.
How many of them having studied universities here?
Yeah.
How many of them having worked here?
Yeah.
But the moment they go back, they can fight the system.
Yeah.
Look at our parliamentarians. How many of them have not been abroad in different places?
About 80% of them.
Yes, but when they go back home, the system is different.
Yeah.
They get consumed and absorbed by the system within a short time. You can be a one-man thousand.
No.
You can be Captain Planet. You will be absorbed by the system.
Yeah.
And now, so coming back to your original question, why do we migrate? The same government, the same parliament, the same president, the same policies. It's because the environment there is not conducive.
Yeah.
People work, and the earnings don't commensurate with the work they do. Teachers, do they teach? Are they teaching, or they're pretending to teach? There are a lot of teachers in Ghana who are posted to communities. They decide to stay in the cities.
Yeah.
And they go there once or twice in a week. There's no system checking them.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they come here, it's different.
Yeah.
You must work.
That's it.
You don't work, you don't get paid.
No.
You must work and demonstrate.
That
You
you've
go to
worked.
the civil service offices.
Yeah.
People are working lotto.
Yeah.
People go late and close early.
Yeah.
These are all things that are affecting our ability to contribute. But people also know that when you travel outside,
Yeah.
the wages are different. You work hard, you get your wages.
Yeah.
But there are also some genuine people in Ghana working like doctors.
Yeah.
I always say doctors because I have an experience in that area.
Okay.
And doctors and nurses, they work.
Yeah.
Get no nurse in Ghana, most of them don't even receive up to 200, 300 Ghana cedis. You have a doctor that doesn't even receive 500 pounds, $500 a month, a medical doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't. And they catch you in this it's a mockery. When they know maybe their colleagues abroad know, they are earning.
Anymore.
So that is the pull factor. So we have the push and the pull factor. So what is pushing them outside? It is the opportunities, the life, the opportunities that you get out there that you don't get in your own country.
Yeah.
You know? So these are the problems.
Okay. So, well, thank you very much for that contribution. So now we will look at the how about other agencies that also know the right route and the best way of traveling abroad, but they would rather put people through the back door sort of things, coming here illegally or using a small boat or taking them through the desert, and some of them in the end they lose their life. What do you think that a government in the countries that they are coming from, what can they do to protect and safeguard the lives of these people?
You see, the migration issue, the small boats story is more complicated than we think. That's why if you look at UK here, they are struggling to stem the boats.
Yeah.
Because it requires a holistic approach.
Yeah.
Of course, those countries that are coming from, if you look at Sudan, you look at Somalia, you look at Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, you look at all those countries there.
They are problem countries.
There are problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it's war,
Yeah.
ethnic cleansing,
Yeah.
it's poverty, famine.
Yeah.
There are problems there.
Yeah.
The economy is hard. The economy cannot sustain the people.
Yeah, and some of them also is environmental factors.
Environmental factors.
Yeah.
Tsunamis.
Yeah. Earthquake.
Earthquakes. That the countries don't even have the resources to contain.
Yeah.
And it's this mindset. Or if I travel to UK, if I travel to Spain, if I travel to this place, life is going to be better.
Yeah.
And they have colleagues here who tell them that look, it's all important to get into UK.
Yeah.
If you get into UK, no matter what, they don't throw you into the sea.
Into the sea.
If you are coming and you are drowning, we have rescue boats and ferries on the sea.
Yeah.
They will rescue you. Like what just happened 2 days ago. See what I mean? So it is that kind of information they give them. And if you look at UK in particular,
Yeah.
the Brexit factor is eating us, whether we like it or not.
Yeah.
Because when I say the immigration law is very clear that your first point of touch
Yeah.
is where you should be.
Yeah.
If you land in Spain, be in Spain.
Be in Spain.
You land in France, be
You
in
be in
Spain.
France.
You land in Portugal, be in Portugal. Why are they not living in these countries and they're coming here?
Yeah.
I remember one former prime minister of Spain said UK is to blame themselves
Yeah.
because of the welfare system.
Yeah.
The UK welfare system is so liberal. Why are they not staying in France? You will die of hunger. Why do they not stay in any of those countries? So it needs a holistic regional agenda to be able to put checks and balances. But because UK have left the EU, they just allow them to pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know UK is paying so much money to France to be able to hold things, but it's not working.
So why the money is not given to the homeland where they are coming from?
That
so
is
that
the
they
point.
Can be secured
Yes.
on there, and they don't have to make.
That
all
is
these
a valid
things.
point.
Yeah.
But the issue also is that how sure are we that those money that they will send to them won't be
actually reach out to
misappropriated?
them. Yeah.
We have a Rwanda scheme. That Rwanda scheme, why is it not working? They've identified other third world countries, or let me say developing countries, where they have given them money to contain people who want to travel.
Yeah.
It's not working.
Yeah.
Trump has done the same thing. He has identified countries where illegal migrants are to be sent to. You saw how they've changed some of them and what, and sending them to those countries. It's not working.
It's not working.
People are still prepared to travel, but they know that whatever they give to their countries, they will invest in them. So there is an issue of trust between people and their own countries, their own political leaders.
Okay.
They will put the money into something else.
Yeah.
So there's no faith, there's no trust.
Okay.
That's why that is not even working.
All right.
But what I'm saying is that how is UK tightening their immigration system? I sitting here, I have no problem with legal migration.
Yeah.
Because the few of us that are here, we are working our ass out,
Yeah.
and are using it to support illegal migration.
Yeah.
In social work, the money that goes into supporting unaccompanied minors. You see people who come here, you just see that this person is 20, 30. They say they're 15.
Yeah.
And they all come with rehearsed scripts, the same stories.
Same story.
My father was murdered. My mother was murdered. Our house was burnt. Al Qaeda is chasing us. This. So there's so many reasons that people give. And at the end of the day, you come here, you turn 18, 19, they give you a flat. Me and you are here, we are working and paying tax. You still have to work hard to secure your mortgage. So that's where the trouble is coming from. That's why the immigration system is so politicized. The few illegal migrants that are here are causing trouble for the legal migrants or the citizens, because you are paying tax and you're not getting half of what they are getting. They are on the welfare system.
Okay. Today here we are talking about migration abroad, and if you look at the main topic in the episode that we've been discussing the whole of this week, we've been discussing about life diaries, life abroad Diaries, and we've been discussing the whole of this week. On Tuesday, we opened one called New Life Abroad, and yesterday we speak a topic called Home Away from Home, and today we are discussing from here to there. That's what we are discussing now, and then we are sharing a lot of ideas. Our numbers are open now: 0745 4834 670. You can call in if you have any question or if you have any contribution or any ideas to express. The line is open. Today we've done well. We got about a lot of people are watching us online now. We got about 16,800 people watching us now on TikTok.
Wow.
And then we have about 1,500 people watching us on Facebook. So, which a lot of people are following us today. So, it's been an interesting sort of program. So, without taking much time, we're going to do a little bit of advert to the people that are holding us to bring this program together. We're going to sell a bit. Livingstone Healthcare is a care agency that provide home care and supported living for vulnerable people, either in their own home or respite in supported living. Atalia Nursery is a nursery agency that look after children. So if you're looking for a place for your children in Bohamwood area, then you have to think of Atalia Nursery. If you take your children there, they will educate them properly. They are Ofsted regulated, so you are not just taking them to any sort of nursery. We have Parmaland Lounge. If you're looking for Ghanaian dishes, you're looking for continental food, it's in Hasden. Just make your way there and you enjoy the lovely food, very delicious. And when you go there, you really enjoy yourself. We have Bethel Photography and Videography. If you're looking for someone to take you photos, videos in your birthdays, or you're doing a ceremony or event that you want them to capture live, think of Bethel Photography and Videography. If you are sending money to your loved ones abroad, all across the globe, think of Top Connect. Top Connect, if you download their app, they don't charge you a lot and you'll be able to send money to your loved ones and will reach them in due course. Their interest is very great, and when you send money, you will enjoy it. So download their app and then start sending money to your loved ones. Bethel Live Band comes on every weekend, every Saturday. If you want to listen to live music, you tune on to Bethel Live Band and you will listen to How Life Top How Life music and you enjoy. If you have a music, or you have written down a music, or you have a recording somewhere that is not fitting into the jigsaw how you want to bring it here on studio production, and the sound engineers will look into that and make sure your dream come through. So you can watch us on all social media platforms, on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. You can listen to us live on there. Here we are discussing about from here to there this evening. Our phone lines are open. We got a few minutes. We got less than 5 minutes. So if you have time to contribute to the program or you have any question for us, we are more than happy to listen to you this evening.
Yeah, Lamito. Akwantuo Mu Nsem one could be a see yango. You do better go baby be yamba. Yena ye. I can't say when you was when you some wine no beggar be yama. Baby this year that.
Yo, Brother Thomas, I'll give you 1 minute if you can summarize what you advise people, that the youth especially. My main focus is on the youth because they are the energy of every country, and if they are all leaving the country, then what happens to the country? So what do we share about this? People traveling abroad, all this. What are you bringing in your summary? In your summary, what do you say what advice would you give to the youth that are traveling? Even though we said that there's not a lot in our country that they can do, but there's a little things that they can do and they can still be prosperous. So why are they not focusing on the little one, but they want to just make some unsafe journey, or they come here and then they will not achieve the aim. So in terms of the topic today, what can you summarize in a few minutes? What can you summarize for us?
Yeah, I think we need to demystify a whole lot of things. That abroad is the only place you can succeed. We need to diffuse the youth in particular from that mindset, that mentality. We should be minded that even though we may say there are many opportunities abroad, especially in the West, in the Western countries, but there are also opportunities in our own countries that people are making it. I think the problem I see is that a lot of us are thinking of white collar jobs. A lot of us are thinking of Thai jobs. A lot of us are thinking of office jobs. But in the home, we have lands everywhere. For instance, in Nigeria and Ghana, we have lands everywhere.
Yeah.
Why are our youth, especially in our educational institutions, why are we not training? Why don't we have curricula? Why don't we have courses that can refocus our young trainees, our scholars, our graduates to go into farming, our graduates to go into fishing, our graduates to go into honey making, our graduates to go into livestock? There are so many opportunities also in the home, but we just think that you need to get a certificate, you need to get something that can give you white collar jobs. We need to diffuse that mentality. And for me, like I said earlier, if we can empower the private sector, because I know a lot of people who are in the construction, people who are either masons, who are either builders, who are carpenters, who are fishermen, who are farmers, and they are making it big in the country. But it's like the youth have got this agenda that abroad is the only way we can succeed. But that now behoves on our governments. What is government doing to make our homelands attractive? What incentives are we putting into areas to make those areas attractive for the youth to stay in the country? So it's a two-way. And for me, I think that if government makes the private sector attractive, the private sector will be able to employ. Because how many jobs can government create in the civil service? How much are you even earning in the civil service? But when you are self-employed in the construction or in the farming or in fishing, I think you can make a lot of money.
Yeah.
In business, go to Makola. Those women who sit there, they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
How are we making our tax system more attractive to the private sector? We need that. It's very important. But the youth should not, if you really you are determined, you want to succeed, I believe you can stay in Ghana and still succeed. So let's refocus our mindset on that. Because it's not everybody who travels abroad that also succeeds.
No.
People have traveled and they have failed.
Yeah.
People have traveled and they've been returned. People are traveling here 5 years, 6 years, 10. They can't even get the plane fare to go back to where they came from. So it's not all that glitters that is gold.
Yeah. Okay. Brother Thomas, thank you very much for your contribution and your support to this program this evening. All the advice that you've given to our audience tonight, I think they've all learned a lot. If I can count, you tell them about how they should plan if they want to make journey abroad, and then the expectation that they need to set up so that they will not come here and feel disappointed. And also, if they want to stay in their homeland and do well in their homeland, there's a lot that they can do in order to also survive and also grow their own business. And it also tax the government in the homelands of all these countries that the migrants are coming from, that they can also put some sort of funding or grants in there for privatize sort of organizations to help to boost the employment within their community. And we've learned all this. This is the chance for you, the youth. It's something that you need to learn. It can be a petition. It could be a write-up. It could be a proposal that you can put to the country, the government, or the sort of law enforcement in the country. You can write to them and tell them, or bring this proposal to them. And I think even if they don't take it on board, somebody somewhere will hear and come to your aid. Thank you very much for listening to us on Bethel TV and radio this evening. It's Nana Poku bringing to you Akwantuo Mu Nsem, and thank you so much for connecting with us throughout the beginning of the program till this time of the evening. Goodbye for now, and we'll be here again the same time, 6 p.m. on Monday evening. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Lamito. Young Akwantuo Mu Nsem one could be a see young go. You do better go baby be yamba. Yena ye. Eganga say when you was be a when you someone why no back be a mom. Baby this year that baby yakwa. Ni mo bro. Missing Akwantuo Mu Nsem one could be a see young go. You do better go baby be yamba. Yanom yena.